I think Chrigel just landed in the raft. He finished at Schmittenhöhe just over an hour ago. Yeah, the last time I looked, there was movement of his icon, so that's cool. Yeah, out of this lot, Maxime is the highest, only at 3,000 metres. Pal's gone a different way. Where is Maxime? Oh, he's in there with Paddle and Damien. So Pal could be getting in second. That'd be pretty cool. He's flown a pretty cool races and doing his own thing a lot of the time, and yeah, just a wild adventure like the old days. So Simon is next out of that lot, and Tim's climbing up to launch after tagging the penultimate turn point, and Durgati is looking to do the Via Ferrata right now, I guess. Got a whole bunch of guys in here. Tongi is still back here, so he hasn't come very far since this morning when he flew over from Chimatolsa. And a few guys are catching up with them, but it looks like it's tricky. I mean, Spike's just landed, and Chrigel finished less than 2 hours ago, and the Chaser pack is after him. So only second and third to be shared between 5 people. Pal took a different line and was ahead, but now Maxime is ahead, but at 2,000 metres roughly, whereas the 2 Chasers are at 3,000. And yeah, I think they're the main contenders at the moment. So Maxime and Damien are ahead at 3,000 metres, and yeah, they've crossed to Pal's Ridge, and it looks like he had landed. Maxime is a little lower, 2.4, so whew, interesting times. Yeah, still don't know if they're going to be able to fly over the range, and yeah, the track's like it's not really updating, is it? So I can't really see much from the thermal drift or anything like that. 20 past 6, and the Chinese pilot is in between the passes, so if he keeps flying, he should be able to get to Fish tonight, but I believe there's an elimination waiting for him tomorrow morning. New Zealand is landed 500 metres beneath the pass, so I suppose they'll do a late fly down. Slovenia is 500 metres below the height of Neeson, but he has to fly to it still, and he hasn't seemed game to take off yet. And Richie seems to have decked it just under 2,000 metres, so have to basically see how that one goes. So 25 past 6, and they're still trying to cross the main range, and it looks like Paddle's about to land. The Frenchies are still at 2,600, and Pal's just relaunched just over 2,000 metres, but they may have to walk over the pass, by the looks of it. 7 p.m, and they've landed in the valley. They've pulled their night passes. Well, Pal has another hour to think about it. But Maxime is still at 3,000 metres. And behind is Simon, also high, but I don't think he'll manage to overtake at this late hour. Oh no, Maxime was the highest and last to land, but he's landed behind everyone else. Whew. So they got their night passes out. Simon's still flying. Timo's landed somewhere. And Durgati's still flying. These guys are getting down to turn point 14. Sepp and Tom. And these guys have got to race up there because they've got their night passes. But they really want to fly down off that thing. You don't really want to walk down a whole mountain to start off your night pass. Oh, this is crazy. So it looks like if Damien's very fast, he'll be able to get over to the main spine and fly off and land before 9 p.m. He has to be very fast. It's 8 p.m. now, or after. Patrick looks like he'll be following Khrigel's route, but I find it hard to imagine that he can get 1,100 metres plus a flight, plus getting ready and everything in less than an hour. Maxime is probably just going to slog it out on the road all night long. I reckon Pal might be a smart one who stopped. There could be some tracking issue, but he probably doesn't see the point of just racing through the night to ruin yourself after such an awesome adventure, especially when the prize money is the same for 4th and 10th. These guys are still flying. They could glide down to the road in time. That should be no worries. Tim should be able to get to the end of that range, but Aaron has kind of landed in this alpine valley. So is he going to walk through these mountains in the night? I don't know. And the other one to watch is, not that one. That's where they fly down to if they can, but they have to get up and fly down before 9 p.m. So looks like, Guschelbauer's just taken off. Marcus Anders is about to, and it'll just be Tongi racing up, I think, but he should be able to make it. I think it's a bit hard to tell exactly where they are. And Tom Dordot, hopefully he's close enough to get the flight off. 25 past 8. You've got to fly, you've got to land in about half an hour. So we've got Hungary's just called it a day, I think. Why ruin an adventure? But this guy looks like he should make it. Not far to go now. And then get your flight and get out into the main valley where it's still like 33 k's or something along the flat. Oh, better them than me, eh? So it's 5 minutes before time, and as far as I can see, there's just one wing flying. And that should be enough to secure him second place, as long as he battles it on, slogs it out through the night on the road. It's brutal. Yeah, I remember flying in the x-alps one night where I had to race. I actually spiraled down a little bit at the end, and I had the speed bar on to try and lose my height as quickly as possible because of the time limit thing. If I had a bit more time, I could have done a much more boaty glide across the valley and landed in a much better place. But yeah, you might have to do something a bit like that. 9 p.m. I thought there might be a minute or two delay with the tracking, but he's landed promptly. Guess you wouldn't want a penalty after all that hard work that he's about to do tonight. And I reckon Maxime is going to get third place. And yeah, the smart ones are going to fly in tomorrow. So who got off the turn point onto the... I think they all got off. Oh no! Tom's stuck up the top. Oh, that is tragic.